team where kids were at school and university would come out and play in their Easter holidays. They've moved on massively from that, and they now bring in very, very strong players to build on the local team, and they've had a tremendous success over the years. They were started in 2003. They've won plate and bowls, and they got to the semi-finals in 23, so where they did lose to Samurai or Shogun. And they're welcoming back some players. They've got Max Woodward, who's recently retired from the Hong Kong Sevens team after many years as captain. You know, it's an exciting, good-looking side. The Tropics, they're sort of a bit of a loss. We don't really know who they are. They came from London. They're being a very small club, but they certainly punch above their weight. They've reached the semi-finals in the 10s here last year. They did very well in the Dubai Sevens, and were finalists in the Winter Sevens Toulouse this year. So it's a formidable side, and to be honest, I don't know who are the favourites here today.
Well, I'm excited to see Max Woodward back in action in a format other than 15s. He was a great sevens player, and I guess it's as close as he can get to playing sevens without actually playing sevens.
Yes.
So yeah, that's great. Will be great to see him on the field.
Yeah, well, he's been such a fixture at the sevens. I think it'll all be pretty new to him, actually, even though he's born and brought up here.
You can already see the physicality from both sides. Every ruck, every tackle is a competition. Great feet from Tropics on the edge.
Tropics with the early possession and pressure.
Very eager for the quick tap, but he's been taken back. Oh, great run, great offload. Great bit of deception.
Yeah, that's a nice start.
It's a very clean, quick tap set piece from Tropics.
7-0.
So in a blink of an eye, 7-0. That's good to see. Overseas old boys, I don't think have touched the ball yet, so they'll be quite keen to receive this kick and show what they can do.
Great crumbs behind the pod. Oh, slippery ball.
That's a very nice move. To be fair, it was a nasty pass to receive.
Equal contribution, both pass and catch. But another exciting opportunity for Tropics to attack.
Yeah. And then this is the point, you've got to take, if you've got the opportunities and the pressure, you've got to ensure you put the points on the board. So, you know, the pressure doesn't stop.
Morgan's not taking any quick taps that are they're not on the mark.
Yes, and then, maybe it's a particular trait of this referee.
But it seems like they've set up something exciting. Ooh, nice hands.
Well,
great inside support line.
I'm not sure if that was the whole plan, but it certainly worked.
Not sure if yeah, it wasn't. It may not have been the plan, but it looked great.
Well, I mean, Tropics have done very well and they've put out very strong sides in the past. So, you know, maybe this isn't unexpected, but clearly this group is going to be very strong, and whoever emerges from this pool will be big contenders.
Changing kickoff sides. Ooh, just lacking comms there by wow, great feet. Keeping the ball alive makes it hard for the defense. Got to reshuffle. Oh. Going back for the previous knock on.
Ah, right. I just thought that was really slick and looked brilliant, to be fair.
It looked like they had a great opportunity on that left edge, but didn't manage to get the ball there. But they still have another opportunity to attack the try line from a scrum set piece.
Yeah, pretty impressive so far. Well, it looks like Max is going to be substituted after in the next break of play, so we may get to see Max on towards the end of the first half.
Great defense. Oh, just as I said that.
The commentator's curse.
It was looking really promising. It really was. Worked well to the edge, had great connection, just an unfortunate missed tackle on that right-hand side. Yeah. But the systems of their defense was looking quite good.
So the head was willing, but the body wasn't up to it. So.
Well, didn't quite meet the mind. The conversions have also been quite accurate throughout these past few games.
Conversion's good. Taking the score out to Ashbury Tropics 21. Overseas Old Boys 0.
So we've seen a left and we've seen a right kickoff.
Yes.
Not quite 10.
Later in the day, the sun can be an issue on kickoffs, but it's a bit early in the morning at the moment. Around about 4 o'clock this afternoon, you might play with kicking it into the sun just to annoy it, to put off the receivers.
A great tactic, I might say. It's
and that's Max Woodward by the look of it, yes. But
quick tap. Let's see how they spread the ball. Oh, another forward pass. There's been a few of those in this game. By my count, I've seen 3 forward passes, which is unusual. Passing accuracy at this level of rugby.
Shall we just put it down to them being a bit rusty early on, and by the end of the tournament, these things will be going straight to hand and will be perfect. That's the theory, anyway.
Yeah, that is the theory. Practice does make perfect. I'll hold you to that.
Yes.
So now we're seeing a great attacking opportunity as well.
Well, it's the first time we've seen anything from overseas Old Boys, so...
I also would love to see how Tropics defend on their line, whether they go hard. Oh.
Not forward again.
Oh, it is another forward pass.
Hey. Yeah, well, you picked that nice and clear. It seems to be the order of the day at the moment.
Must be definitely would be frustrating for that edge player running onto the ball and just slightly drifts forward.
It did hang in the air a long time, didn't it?
It did. It was a high hanging air ball. Might have to remove that as a tactic for both the sides. Okay, so we've returned possession to school, overseas school, old school?
Overseas old boys, I think is, yeah.
Overseas old boys.
But yeah, I just wondered if they're getting a bit tired. It's quite hot out there by the look of it, and they're coming to the end of the half, and a fair few mistakes just popped in there. Knock-ons and sort of from not really difficult situations.
Ooh. Big tackle.
They managed to keep the ball, which is
promising. Seems like Morgan wasn't happy with the back 10 off of the penalty, so where he's giving it another go. He is a hard man to stop. Took 3 with him. Oh, great effort.
Should we call that old school rugby?
Yeah, that is old school rugby. He's done perfectly for this squad. Worked hard to get his body over the line. Did really well.
Yeah, that's a great try. And the first real attacking period of play we saw from overseas old boys. If they're going to do something, they need to come out after half time and put some points on the board. So the game's not over yet.
Definitely not. I feel like we've seen some telltale signs of how these two teams are going to be playing. Tropics maybe a bit more width to width, edge to edge, game style, physicality, both from the wingers and inside players, and then we've got the old school overseas old boys. maybe being a bit more front on. 15s,
yes.
Pick and goes, that kind of big hard ball carries.
Yeah, play to strengths.
Absolutely. Do what you're good at.
Although, I mean, they've got plenty of talent in the backs, but they've not really been able to release them yet. So,
not quite.
Again, it's getting possession, using it, and creating space, which they definitely have the talent to do.
Well, they've also got the big boys up in the middle that can definitely work Tropics hard in the middle if they keep the ball, keep possession, get some momentum through the middle, and then maybe we can see some more threats on the edges, and they can get that ball wide and see what their wingers can do.
So again, as always in 10s, there's half-time signals that you change about half the team, which is great for them, not great for the commentators.
It's all about rest and recovery.
Nice kick-off.
Yeah, great kick. Very accurate. Done by one of the young Hong Kong Sevens boys, actually. Number 17.
Can't see his face at the moment. So.
It's a great exit. We've not had a line out yet, I don't think, so this is going to be interesting. Seems like they've got their big ball carriers out ready to go.
I was going to say, Tropics are very slow going to the line out. I don't know if they're looking to run the clock down. There's still 9 minutes to go, so I don't think it's a brilliant idea.
Like I said, it's all about rest and recovery.
So nice to see a proper scrum.
Yes.
This messing around that you get in the sevens. This is real rugby being played.
I can see it's all the essentials of a scrum, just the type 5. You don't really need the back row, do you?
They're just doing their hair anyway in the scrum. It's not really
the disposable forwards. Another line-out attacking opportunity. Let's see if they can recreate what they were attempting to do the first time.
Bit of a mess again, yeah.
Not quite.
Oh, they knocked it on in the line-out. Okay.
Not much opportunity to build momentum. There's been a lot of stoppages this game.
Yeah, basically the best part of 2 minutes have been stop, start, stop, start. And,
line out scrum. So let's see if that can change in the last 7 minutes of the game. Okay, an opportunity to get out of there, 22.
See what they can.
I see Joe Denmark has made an appearance on the field.
Well, it's
a young gun, as we like to call them.
Yes. Yeah, they're not really playing as a team. They're getting caught as individuals, and it's bringing up a lot of penalties.
They're definitely getting caught out, isolated. They need to put some more support in those rucks, because it looks like that's where Tropics. Oh,
Too much
it's a
power,
great try.
too much pace. The Ashbury Tropics cruise over for another one.
Well, I think that Tropics have looked a lot better in the second half, and they're starting to sort of build their structures a bit better, and you know, this will develop, especially through today.
That's the extras.
But they're looking a lot better side than perhaps in the first half, when too many mistakes were happening.
It definitely seems like they've cleaned up their attacking structure systems. Another very contestable kickoff from Tropics. It seems like they've won the ball back as well. That's great effort.
Is that too far?
The bounce of the ball. Oh, what a bounce and a put down.
Talk about timing.
I know.
I thought that was out by miles. And,
I don't want to put it down to luck, but that's a lucky bounce of a ball. Mixture with skill, obviously. No, that was great.
So you don't think he was practicing that in the hotel room this morning?
Maybe, potentially. Practice. Lots of practice.
So I don't know what, for overseas old boys, they really just need to get into the game a lot more and get some possession and start just going through the processes and getting to know each other and working out what's going on, because all they've done so far for much of the game is when they've had possession, they've lost it, and normally through their own mistakes.
Doesn't seem like they've been able to put together both sides of their strengths. That was a great take. Their kickoff.
I think it's well thought out, isn't it?
Yeah. They know exactly who they're kicking to, where they're kicking. They know who's on ball. And there's no fear getting up in the air, body on the line.
So there's just under 4 minutes to go, and Tropics are in the 22 again. This is something we've seen all of the second half, but with their line out through, which is, I think they can probably work on this a bit more. It's a bit scrappy in what we've seen so far compared to the rest of the game.
Oh, unlucky. Just took his eyes off the ball for a second.
Yes, there's no looking at the opposition is not a good way to catch the ball.
He's more concerned about what was coming at him.
Which I don't blame him, to be fair.
I also don't. It looked like they had lined him up pretty well as well. Great turnover in the scrum. Get to see what they can do. They've got a 3-on-1. Great. Oh, just not quite.
That's a pity, because they actually started to look a bit good. They'd won the possession there from the scrum and were coming out of the line. Anyway, they had the possession back and got charged down. Wow.
Very back and forth rugby at the moment.
That was a good decision.
Great turnover. Work rate off the ball. Saw the opportunity from a good chop tackle. Isolated attacker. Managed to stay in. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Arguing with the sideline ref. I think he thinks he stayed in.
Yeah.
It was a good attempt.
Yes.
I think it was a pinky toe that caught him out on that
yes,
sideline.
But they still count.
It does still count. It does. The lace of a boot, it's still out.
Actually, that was a good line out from Tropics for a start. But
And a great defensive effort. Oh, they've gone back blind, identified an overlap. 2-on-1. Very good offload in the tackle.
That was well played, actually. It was having the confidence to stay there, knowing that you're going to get the ball back. That was good to see, and that sort of understanding is really worth an awful lot.
Yeah, knowing your ball carry has enough strength to stay up and offload with 3 men clinging onto the side of him. That's a lot of trust and respect between players. Great kick.
That's a great kick.
Takes good, takes out to graduate 5.
Oh, it's done. Well done there.
Pooley really taking shape here. It's going to be a cracking match later on between Shogun and the Ashbury Tropics.
So the dying moments, last 10 seconds of the match.
Last 10 seconds, they're coming on with a substitute.
So a chance for overseas old boys to do something.
A last play, a last effort. Oh, almost. Right idea, just didn't quite go to hand, but an exciting finish to the game.
A good game, and for both sides, I think the coach for overseas old boys is going to have his work cut out just to get the team much better structured. But I would think for the Tropics that they'll be